I never thought a simple glance at my husband's phone would uncover a web of deception that involved not just another woman, but our entire future crumbling in ways I couldn't have imagined. My name is Anna, and for the last 10 years I've been married to David. We met at a bookstore downtown, both reaching for the same mystery novel on a crowded shelf. He was tall, with kind eyes and a quiet sense of humor that drew me in right away. I was working as a teacher back then, shaping young minds in a middle school classroom, while he handled logistics for a shipping company, often traveling for short trips. Our life built up steadily from there. We got engaged after 2 years, married in a garden ceremony surrounded by friends, and eventually bought a modest home in a quiet neighborhood. Mornings were my favorite, with him brewing strong coffee while I packed lunches, sharing quick updates about our days. We'd host game nights with neighbors, take weekend drives to nearby lakes, and dream about starting a family soon. David was my steady anchor, always saying things like, "We're in this together, no matter what." I felt safe with him, loved in a way that made the world seem manageable. Everything seemed fine until subtle changes crept in about 4 months ago. David began guarding his phone more closely, something he'd never done before. It used to sit openly on the counter, but now he'd flip it face down or take it with him even to the bathroom. I'd notice him smiling at the screen during dinner, his thumbs tapping away quickly. "Work, email?" I'd ask casually, stirring my soup. He'd nod without looking up. "Yeah, just sorting out a shipment delay." His answers felt too rehearsed, but I told myself it was nothing. Work had been busier for him lately, with more overnight trips. Still, a quiet worry started to build inside me. Why the secrecy? The odd moments kept adding up. One evening, I found him in the garage, whispering into his phone. When he saw me, he ended the call abruptly and shoved it in his pocket. "Who was that?" I asked, trying to sound light. "A colleague discussing routes," he replied, but his face reddened slightly, and he changed the subject to what we should watch on TV. I let it go, but that night in bed, my mind wouldn't quiet. Was he stressed about money? Hiding a surprise? I didn't want to accuse him of anything without reason. Then there were the late nights. He'd come home smelling faintly of perfume, not mine, explaining it as a crowded elevator at the office. "People wear too much scent these days," he'd joke weakly. I'd laugh along, but doubt lingered like a shadow. His trips increased, and he'd text me less during them, saying spotty service was the issue. Inside, I felt a growing knot of unease. Our intimate moments grew rarer too, with him claiming exhaustion. "I love you, Anna," he'd say, kissing my forehead, but it felt distant. I tried talking to him one Sunday morning over breakfast. "David, you've seemed off lately. Is something bothering you?" He set down his fork and took my hand. "I'm fine, really. Just work pressure. Don't worry." His eyes held mine, and for a moment I believed him. But the suspicions didn't fade. A week later, while he was in the shower, his phone buzzed on the nightstand. I hesitated, heart racing, but picked it up. The lock screen showed a message from an unknown number. "Miss you already. Last night was amazing." My breath caught. I knew his password, our anniversary date, and unlocked it before I could think twice. What I found stole the air from my lungs. Hundreds of texts going back months, with someone named L. Flirty at first, then intimate. Photos of them together in hotel rooms. Her face unfamiliar but smiling up at him. Messages about secret meetings during his business trips. But the real horror hit deeper. Scrolling further, I saw discussions about money, our money. David had been sending her thousands from our joint account, labeling transfers as work expenses. She wrote, "Thanks for the help with rent. You're my hero." He replied, "Anything for you." Anna doesn't suspect a thing. There were plans too. Him talking about leaving me, starting fresh with her. Once the divorce is done, we can be together openly. And the worst. References to a child. "Our little one is kicking today. Can't wait for you to feel it." She was pregnant with his baby. My husband, the man I trusted with my life, had built a parallel family behind my back. I dropped the phone as he walked in, towel around his waist. "Anna, what's wrong?" His voice faltered when he saw the screen. I stood, tears streaming, voice shaking. "Who is she? How long have you been lying to me?" He froze, then sank onto the bed. "It's not what it looks like. Not what it looks like. You're having a kid with her. Stealing from us." I yelled, pain twisting into rage. I saw everything, the texts, the money, the plans to leave. He buried his face in his hands. "I met her on a trip 6 months ago. It was supposed to be nothing, but then she got pregnant. Panic. I didn't want to hurt you. Hurt me. You've destroyed everything." Sobs choked me as I paced the room. "We were supposed to have kids together. How could you?" "I'm sorry," he whispered. "I love you both. I was going to tell you. Love us both. That's not love, that's betrayal." The room spun with shock, my world fracturing. He tried to reach for me, but I backed away. "Get out. Now." In the days after, I hired a lawyer, froze our accounts, and filed for divorce. The betrayal cut deep, not just the affair, but the financial ruin and stolen dreams. I confronted him one last time as he packed. "Why her? Why us?" He had no real answer, just more apologies. No explosive revenge from me. I reported the unauthorized transfers to the bank, letting the law handle it. Therapy became my lifeline, helping me sift through the anger and grief. Friends surrounded me, and slowly I rebuilt. New job, smaller apartment, fresh routines. Reflection showed me my own strength, hidden until tested. That discovery reshaped me, teaching that secrets can hide in plain sight, but facing them head-on is the path to true freedom. If whispers of doubt echo in your life, chase them down, before they steal your tomorrow.